Hey guys, it's me. Today I figured I'd do a review of my helmet that I got after my wreck. I realized I hadn't done anything really showing my helmet, so here we go. Alright, this is the Bell MX9 ADV, and I got the deluxe model. It has the MIPS technology. That's my Senna 20S, that's my Senna Prism. The little clip up there broke after use. I know she's dirty, I need to clean her. But it is DOT and ECE approved. And that little decal right there, the MIPS, it's a pretty cool technology. What it does is, if you look inside, you see that little yellow plate. They found that head rotation in wrecks and that from your helmet jerking around can get your brain sloshing around inside your skull and cause some brain damage in that. And that MIPS technology has been shown to reduce that. And what it does, basically, that plate sits between your head and the helmet. Let me get these out of the way. But it sits between your head and the outer shell, well, the inner and outer shell of the helmet. And it allows the helmet to shift slightly on your head to reduce the risks of, that kind of head trauma. She's got two vents up there. Vents on the chin bar. And your main vent, which is your mouth vent, which this is the only one that opens and closes. Let's see if we can see it opening. Yeah, you can see it moving. Airflow is pretty good. It doesn't get too cold, doesn't get too hot. The visor does like to fog up in real cold weather. The visor does flip open. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's easy to pull off, though, as well. I mean, you've got your sun peak, which you can take off. They come with little deals that can replace these and hold your visor on, because these two, the thumb screw on this side and the other side, are what holds this visor on. Your sun peak, you have two different positions. You can have it where I have it, which is the far forward position, or you can tilt it back one spot, which is, there's a little rubber deal in there right now blocking that hole, which is 30 thumb screws, and it's good. You've got exhaust ports on the back. It doesn't catch the wind real bad. It does really, I mean, I'm loving it. I really like it. Oh yeah, and it's got the exhaust ports there. Not sure, I can't get to the other side, but it's got one on the other side. Like I said, you could replace the side vents. And what's cool about what they did with the ADV is it's a mix between like their street helmet and their MX9 helmet, which is why they call it the MX9 ADV Adventure. And if you're wondering, I run the thin mic for my audio setup, but it's got the deluxe version came with a transition visor, which is really cool. When the light hits it, and I don't know if the light's shining good enough over here. I might have to jump to, I don't know. But when the sun hits it, it tints itself. It will go from this clear, transparent, to tinted. Now, one thing I have noticed with it, and it took a little getting used to, is say you're riding down the road, and the sun's coming at you from this side. Okay, but it's not hitting you fully on this side. You'll get a tinted stripe. Like this whole side of the visor will tint, but this side over here won't. It took a little getting used to, because when you notice it, you notice it. I mean, it's like, why? Okay, it just looks really weird. And then if you get like mud on it, like I get, I mean, you could see mud specks. If you wipe them off, they went from being transparent, or you've got little transparent spots that have to transition. So it's works kind of like that heat, that color changing paint, you know, and toys and that. Remember the old Hot Wheels and that? I don't know if they still do it. You dip them in hot water, and whatever part hit the water changed color. It does the same thing on this, but, you know, not with water. It does it with the sun. So whatever the sun hits or the UV hits, it tints. And then it goes back to being clear within a few seconds. I'd say less than a minute. It goes back to being completely clear again. But we'll see if we can get it to... If I can find a spot where I can get it into the sun to get a good transition. Hang on with me. Oh. You say my camera put my phone into power saver mode. I don't know how long it's been like that. But you can see it's tinting. Trying to... Oh yeah, over this side. This shows exactly what I was talking about. You see how dark it is on this side. But then you get around, you can see where the sun was hitting it. But we'll take it back into the shade, and you can watch it go back to being clear again. Yep, see, there it went. Well, it's still going. My glasses are fogging up. But yeah, back to clear again. But yeah, I'm loving this helmet. It was around $350 something, I believe. No, might have been $320 something. I'll put a link to where I got it. I'm pretty sure I ordered this one from RevZilla. And it's not, by no means is this a paid review or anything like that. I'm not cool enough to get sponsors and paid to review crap. But I like it. I really do like this helmet. The only thing I think I would change, well, there's a couple things. One would be I'd put the quick release buckle or quick release strap on it, because it doesn't have one. And yeah, that's a little tattered, but that's, you know, it's been a while. I've had it for, let's see, I got it in maybe June or July. And it's got the standard D-ring enclosure with the snap, you know, to keep your strap from flapping around. I would like a quick release. I think that would make it a little bit better. And the visor, if you want to open it, like you can see that's where it just wants to jump to. You try and crack it, it goes there. And that gets like right in your line of sight. If you try and you can get it, if you do it just right to do that, but as soon as the wind starts hitting it, it closes. So, I mean, I would put some kind of, maybe put a couple more notches in it so you can get a little bit more airflow if you need to. And change that. I mean, really, that'd be about it. You can ride with it all the way open. It does not get affected by that sun peak. You can also, and I haven't done it yet, but I've seen people do it. You could take, you notice it's got the little notches. Why is I'm zooming in on things I don't need to. I didn't know my phone did that, sorry. But you see it's got the little notch cut out, like a MX helmet, you know, for goggles. You can put full-size goggles on and wear them with this helmet with the visor. So say you don't want to spend the money on this version, because the other version is just probably close to $100 or more cheaper. Just standard version. I paid the extra for the transition visor. But if you wanted to be able to save a little bit and get like some clear MX goggles and wear them and a tinted visor, straight tinted, you could be good to go, because during the day you could be running with your visor closed with those goggles on, and then when it got too dark or you needed to be able to see, you could flip the visor back up and still have your goggles and eye protection. Or you could wear sunglasses, whatever you prefer to do. But I love the transition. I mean, it makes things so nice, because like I said, I don't have to worry about it at night. The visor stays dark or stays clear, and it transitions with the amount of light you're getting. So if you're riding, and as the sun starts to go down, it's not like it suddenly goes clear. It will slowly transition back to clear as the sun goes down. Same thing, as the sun goes up, it'll slowly get darker and darker and darker. The brighter it is out, the darker the visor gets. And we're at a point now where the sun's getting high enough that it's still hitting this visor. But yeah, I love this helmet. I'd recommend it. I thought about getting another one, and for Harley, because she's got a standard speed and strength. But this is the Bell MX9 ADV with the MIPS. This is the deluxe model, and it's DOT and ECE approved. Oh yeah, and this is a little flimsy. I mean, the Sun Peak's a little flimsy. I noticed at higher speeds, you turn your head, this will flex, with the wind. But like I said, you could always take this off. It comes with the little deals that will hold your visor on without the Sun Peak, if you wanted to take the Sun Peak off. But yeah, I love it. Check it out. I mean, I'll put a link in the description to where I got mine. Like I said, it is not by any means paid. I'm not getting paid by Revzilla or Bell. This is just an honest review. If I thought it was crap, I'd say it was crap, but I don't. So, yeah, there you go.